Hi everyone, welcome to our upcoming video series on intellectual property rights, their types, and their profound involvement in every business aspect. I am Dina Amer and I'm joined today by my colleague Abdurrahman Helmi to delve into the details of these rights. Hi Abdurrahman.
Hi Dina.
Could you give our viewers a sneak peek on what they can expect from this series?
Surely we will be talking this series mainly on aspects that are related to the businesses and that are important to the businesses. So mainly we will be talking about the importance of intellectual property rights. What are intellectual property rights? How can we protect them? How can we identify what is important for the company to protect as an intellectual property rights and its classification? Importance of intellectual property rights in the business aspects of mergers and acquisitions. Importance of intellectual property rights when it comes to the relationship of the company or the business with other businesses and other companies, and internally with their employees and their subordinates. So basically we will be delving deep into all aspects of intellectual property rights when it comes to businesses in general.
Very interesting.
Yes.
Okay, so let's start by talking about the basic intellectual property rights and how we protect them.
So basically, intellectual property rights are legal rights over intangible property. It is classified into different types of rights, and the classification is mainly based on what element we're protecting. So basically, if we're talking about trademark or a logo or a certain word that distinguishes a certain product from other products of its kind, then we're talking about trademark rights or a trademark. If we're talking about an invention or something new that can be economically exploited, then we're talking about right that can be patented. If we're talking about literary works, audio or visual content like music, movies, series, any sort of this content, we're talking about copyright. What is also interesting is that in Egypt, they include software code as a copyright as well. So we also have software code that can be registered as copyright. Finally, we also have, actually not finally, this is the main four elements or main four rights that most businesses tend to have. And the final one is the designs, which is the design of a certain character, a cartoon character, for example, a design of a certain product like a handbag, jewelry, some sort of industrial design for a certain element, like we have here in Egypt, the London cab. We have a lot of examples. So these are also intellectual property rights that can be protected in the name of the company so that others cannot use it.
Very good. Also, stemming from what you said, can you talk about and let us know more about the misconceptions of intellectual property rights?
Surely. We have a lot of businesses and a lot of clients that approaches us with an idea and with the thought that, or the assumption that they can protect the idea or the idea is protectable, which is a common misperception between all businesses. Ideas in itself are not protected. However,
Yes.
implementation of this idea can be protected. How can we market for this idea? This can be protected. So basically, if I have an idea for a movie, the idea is not protected. I cannot protect the idea. However, I can protect it once it's a script, once it has been filmed and we have an audiovisual content. The music is not an idea inside the head of the musician until it's written in a note. Then it can be protected as a note.
Definitely.
So basically, ideas in general are not protected under any laws, especially intellectual property rights law. However, implementation of these ideas can be protected.
Very good, Abdurrahman. So any final thoughts you could give to our viewers on the IP rights and how they could protect their IP rights?
This is our basic advice that we give to all our clients or any startup business specifically, because a lot of startups in Egypt face this issue, is that they don't seek the specialist or someone who's in the field who can provide them with the assistance required to help protect their intellectual property rights. And this is very important because a lot of businesses, not only in Egypt, everywhere around the world, it's basically built on IP because intellectual property gives businesses edge over other businesses operating within the same industry or within the same field. So at the end of the day, what gives you the edge, if you lose it at the beginning of the business, then you're losing your entire business. So what I can tell our viewers is that it is very important and it's very crucial for the continuity of the business is to seek assistance from people who are experts in their fields.
Well, thank you very much, Abdurrahman, for the insightful advice that you give to our viewers.